Can you imagine a city where the air you breathe is as fresh as a forest? A city where the hum of nature replaces the roar of traffic? This vision is not a distant fantasy, it is a tangible future that designers, thinkers, communities are actively building today. Our current cities, for all their vibrancy and opportunity, are straining under immense pressure. They are the epicenters of our modern world, and sources of great challenges. We must ask, is the way we live today the way we want to live tomorrow? The problems we face are clear and present. Air pollution chokes many urban areas, roads clogged with cars, noise and stress. Cities consume vast amounts of energy. Cities consume vast amounts of water. They produce mountains of waste, crowded living spaces, a severe lack of green, open areas. These issues directly impact our well-being. One of the most transformative ideas for our future cities is the integration of agriculture directly into the urban landscape. Imagine farms that reach for the sky. These are vertical farms contained within tall buildings where crops are grown in stacked layers under controlled conditions. This method of farming uses dramatically less land and up to 95% less water than traditional agriculture. By locating these farms within city limits, close to homes and markets, the food we eat can be harvested and delivered within hours. This keeps produce incredibly fresh, reduces food miles, and cuts down on transportation pollution. Beyond growing food, our very buildings can become living, breathing parts of the urban ecosystem. Green roofs and living walls covered with a tapestry of plants can transform sterile concrete and glass into vibrant, vertical gardens. These green features provide a host of benefits. The plants act as natural insulators, keeping buildings cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. Another cornerstone is a complete overhaul of how we generate and use energy. Instead of relying on large, distant power plants, future cities will be powered by a network of small, local energy grids. These microgrids will draw power from renewable sources like solar panels on rooftops, wind turbines integrated into building designs. Energy can be stored in neighborhood-level battery systems, ensuring a steady supply even when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. This decentralized approach makes the power supply more resilient and less prone to widespread blackouts. These local grids will be managed by smart systems that use data and artificial intelligence to optimize energy consumption. Smart meters in every home. Smart meters in every business will provide real-time information on electricity use, helping people make more conscious decisions to conserve power. The grid itself can automatically direct energy to where it is needed most, reducing waste and improving efficiency. For example, it could charge a fleet of electric vehicles overnight when demand is low, or divert excess solar power from a residential block to a nearby commercial district during the day. This intelligent management of energy is key to minimizing our carbon footprint. The eco-city of tomorrow will fundamentally change our relationship with stuff. Today we live in a linear take, make, dispose economy, where we extract resources, manufacture products, use them briefly, and then throw them away. This throwaway culture is incredibly wasteful and unsustainable. The future city will operate on a circular economy model. In a circular system, the concept of waste is designed out. Instead of discarding items, we will prioritize reusing, repairing, remanufacturing, recycling them, keeping materials in a continuous loop of value. This circular approach will be visible in every aspect of urban life. Food scraps from homes, restaurants will no longer be sent to landfills. Instead, they will be collected and converted into nutrient-rich compost for vertical farms, community gardens. Picture a typical day in this sustainable city of the future. You wake up not to the sound of traffic, but to the gentle chirping of birds outside your window, which overlooks a verdant community garden. The air that flows in is cool and clean. You walk to the kitchen and prepare a breakfast that includes fresh greens harvested just yesterday from your building's own vertical farm. Your journey to work begins with a short walk along a tree-lined path to a nearby transit hub. There, you board a quiet, electric tram that glides smoothly and swiftly through the city, powered entirely by solar energy. On your way, you pass a vibrant park that was once a sprawling paved parking lot. Children play, bees buzz among wildflowers, people relax on benches under the shade of trees. The buildings you see are draped in green, their rooftop gardens adding splashes of color to the skyline. At a cafe, you notice that all cups and containers are reusable, part of a city-wide deposit system. Waste is meticulously sorted into different streams, ready to be transformed into new resources. The city feels calm, yet full of life. It feels healthy. This is not an impossible dream. This vision of a green, healthy, and equitable city is achievable. Poor air quality leads to respiratory illness, constant noise drives stress, and causes sleep deprivation. Absence of parks harms mental health, no places for rest, no places to play, no places for community connection. Current urban development often prioritizes concrete and cars over people and plants. It is making our lives harder, our health poorer, our planet weaker. We need a fundamental shift in thinking. Solutions must be as bold as the problems. Small fixes won't suffice. It's time to reimagine the fabric of our cities, design cities that function less like machines and more like living ecosystems, nature, technology, in collaboration, built on regeneration. Human-centric design, a city designed for people, a city for life. The dominance of the private, gasoline-powered car will give way to a diverse ecosystem of clean, shared, efficient transportation options. Streets will be redesigned to prioritize people, not vehicles. Expanded networks of safe, protected bike lanes wide, walkable sidewalks, fleets of shared electric cars and autonomous buses will be available on demand, summoned by an app, providing convenient door-to-door service, without the need for private ownership. This shift will drastically reduce traffic congestion, noise pollution, and harmful emissions, making our streets quieter and our air cleaner. For longer distances, high-speed public transit will be the backbone of urban and intercity travel. Advanced rail systems, perhaps even Hyperloop-style tubes, could transport people between cities at incredible speeds, making long commutes fast and fossil fuel-free. When our transportation systems are clean, shared, and seamlessly integrated, the entire character of the city changes. Streets become public spaces for socializing and recreation, not just corridors for traffic. The air we breathe is free of exhaust fumes, and the quiet hum of electric motors replaces the roar of combustion engines. This future of mobility is not just cleaner, it is more efficient, more equitable, and more pleasant for all. Green, healthy, equitable. It requires bold ideas, innovative technologies, and dedicated investment. But more than anything, it requires the collective will of people. Change begins with us, in our own communities, through the small choices we make every day. We can start by planting a tree, supporting a local farmer's market, or choosing to walk or choosing to cycle instead of drive. We can demand more from our city leaders and planners. We must raise our voices and ask for more parks and safer streets for pedestrians and cyclists. We must advocate for policies that support clean energy, waste reduction, and green building. The more people who imagine this better future and push for it, the faster it will become our reality. A truly sustainable city is not just built from steel and smart technology. Let us believe in that future. Let us demand it. Let us work together to build the beautiful, green, and humane cities we all deserve to live in.